Hello and welcome to Farming Simulator 2017 with me, Kevin Sawyer. Hope you guys are all well and enjoying your day, whatever you're up to. And today I'm doing a bit of forestry. I've made a start already. I'm literally going like doing a couple small short logs and then larger logs and shorter logs and larger logs. Now some of you guys might be aware of this and some of you guys might not be, but I'm planning on moving from this map to a new map. Now I've got a poll going up on my Facebook group as we speak, well, as I speak to you. I've had it running for a last day, two, maybe a bit more. Now it's got 3 mod maps I've got in mind. It's got West Coast Valley, or West Coast I should say, the West Coast, mining, construction and economy, which is very similar to this map. In fact it is based off this map. He's just retweaked it with his own mine facilities, etc, etc, etc. And a game, or a map that hasn't been released as yet, which is called the Bergerman. Let's get up in there into this one. That's better. Which it hasn't been released yet. I know. It's still, I think it's still a work in progress sort of map. But when it does come out, I'll do a mod showcase first of all, and then I'll start a fresh on there. Don't worry, the classic farming still be going on the other map. If I can get this thing to cut or clamp on, it would be very useful indeed. Come on. I can see you want to grab onto there, but you don't want to grab onto there. That's better. It was a bit too high up, that was. Timber! Straight into my poplars. That'd crush them for real, but never mind. Yeah, so basically that is the plan. The poll at the moment, as things go, most people want to go onto the mining and construction community. You know, this is good. It's very similar to this map. It's just got unique little aspects here, there and everywhere. If you still haven't seen that mod showcase, please feel free to go and look at that. The link should be appearing in the top right corner now. I know I haven't been doing many farming simulators, and I can only apologise about that. It's just one, I kind of got a bit fed up doing farming simulator for a little while. I haven't lost love for the game. I still love the game, admittedly. It's just I was getting it was just getting a bit rinse and repeat. So I just thought I'd give it a rest and try other things on the channel, like other odds and ends, and I'm still going to do that. Don't get me wrong. I'm still going to try other games as and when I can get them. It's just a case of I kind of got a bit, just as most of you guys know, I've played Farming Simulator for a while, since, well, 2008 was when I first started playing Farming Simulator. And as much as, you know, this has unique differences to every other farming simulator that has been out and about, it's just when you put as many hours as I have into this game, and you know, I just thought I need a bit of a rest from it, to be fair. So I've kind of done a few mod showcases where I can, just as sort of like, one, just to help the channel out, two, to give you guys a mod that you might not have known about. and everything else, just to show I'm still interested in the game. Right, that's enough of them for now. Almost done the first row. Whoops. But it's a case of like, I just wanted a bit of difference. So, and I see a lot of other, you know, YouTubers are sort of no longer playing this map, which isn't a bad thing. It's not a good thing either. You know, I'm still playing this map, but you know, just to keep it fresh for you guys, I've decided to sort of move map. Oops. But turn that back on. I'm cheating a bit. I'm not using the front load. Initially I did start off using that, but it was too tricky. It's just too tricky. I just decided just to use my auto stacking trailer and throw the logs in where I can. What I'm doing is I'm taking one stack up to the alternate, basically taking one stack up to the up to my log storage up on the main facilities, and then taking another lot to, oops, I'll get that in a minute. Throw another one in there, it might unjam it. Wish you could throw these things sideways. Well, that did it, not give it a knock. So, you know, if you guys are worrying, oh no, he's lost interest in Farming Simulator, he's not going to play it anymore, unsub, quick. No, don't worry, it's not that. I still like playing Farming Simulator. It's just a fancy change of scenery, a bit, or something else a bit different. You know, for mining ecology, well, mining map, it's going to be same map as this, but variants. Whoa! It's going over there, I think. But it's going to have a. I'm going to have to look for sort of like if that does become the winner. So far, as I say, that's winning on the poll. I've got a poll going on the. I don't know if I mentioned that. A poll going on my Facebook page. Please feel free to go and vote for that. If you're not a member, don't worry. Just you know, there is a link in the description down below for both the group, or on my chat panic page. Anyway, there's a link for my page on the channel page. On the page, on a page, on a page, on a page. But you know, I'll also throw a link to the specific poll if it'll let me. If not, you'll just see another channel page link, or the channel page link anyway. You know, just it's me, Sinky, and TBF. You know, I run my site, so they're my like admin team, so to speak. So far, you know, and if you guys, you know, think, well, it's a bit limited, I don't like none of those maps, you know, I've left the poll open so people can put more map suggestions in if they wish. Obviously, the only thing I will say is don't go mad and put loads of maps on there, please, purely because, you know, it's just going to make it confusing for everyone else. And then I'm going to have to think, right, okay, I've never heard of that map, or whatever. I'm going to have to try and go quickly find it and see if it's any good for me, you know. But if you do want to put a suggestion in, preferably a newish map that's not been played before, would be, or been sort of like overly played on YouTube, purely because otherwise I'm just gonna. I know West Coast, I know Mr. Robot, aka Dagoin. Uh-oh. Don't try this at home, kids. He's done the West Coast. So, you know, there's nothing new there. But the other map, what was it, the Hofbergerman map? That looks like a brilliant map. Admittedly, that looks very good indeed. It's based off, I think it's a rework of the 2015 mod map. Because it's Hofbergerman, Bergerman, reworked or whatever. So I can only assume it was originally a 15 mod. It's got geese, it's got, you know, all sorts of horses on it, ponies. Come on. Stupid chance physics. Gotta love the giant's physics, eh, guys? But you know, that's not out of contention. Neither is any other than the West Coast. I don't know, I'm going to give it a few weeks to see how it goes. But if you guys, girls, you know, if you don't want to join the Facebook page, you don't have to. There's no gun to your head. I can understand that. Well, I can and I can't understand that. I can understand why you don't want to join it, because it's yet another page to join, and you've probably joined so many in the past. You know, late gamers. You know, that was a good page. Don't get me wrong, but you may have joined that in the past, and then obviously think he had to wrap it up for his reasons, and you know, I stand behind him for doing that. It wasn't a cheap proposition to run that server. So it's a bit like me and my Leadfoot server. It was just costing me a fortune to run. Well, it's about £10 or £8 a month, but that does tot up over time, over the year, over, you know, so long. Come on, pick it up, thank you. Well, that's full of food chips, so oops. Come on, don't be awkward. Thank you. No. Switch it off quickly. And let's jump in. JCB over here. Turn off the dialog box. I'm going to throw this in the wood storage up on the main. On a main, where is it? Field 23? I keep forgotten. No. Field 31. Up on field 31. What I call the second farm. But if you don't want to join the page, like I was saying, for any reason, you know, you don't have to, there's no gun to your head. Please just leave a comment down below to which map you'd like me to see. You know, would you say would like me to see which map you'd like me to play on? Tank slap. You know, and I will take any sort of comments into consideration, or any votes into consideration. So, you know, please bear that in mind. You've got two options, you've got those options available. You know, either or either way helps me, helps you guys. You know, nothing wrong with Goldcrest. I'm going to keep this save game and this map as it is, and turn it into a mod testing map. So, you know, because all the groundwork's been done. So any mods that need certain sort of types of grain or whatever to work, or whatever, you know, manure to work or whatever, I can use it. It's already pre-prepped, ready to go. I'll still play on this map when, you know, I don't want to play too much off-screen work on other maps, whatever map we end up on. If I'm like, yeah, I really fancy playing Farming Simulator, you know, I want to, you know, don't want to do too much off-screen work, because I admit I did quite a fair amount of off-screen work on this. Just one, purely I didn't want to make it too grindy for you guys, you know, too repetitive. Two, it's just, you know, I got into the flow of doing a lot of off-screen work, and I just realised I'd done quite a lot of work off-screen. Might sell a load of this as well to the heat factory just to pay for the rental charges. I've rented out, what have I rented out? I rented out the chipper. I was going to, I tried it. Now I've got a mission to make. I did try the beast on my other mod testing map, and it was glitching like nobody's business. I don't know what was going on with it, but it was just like, yeah, and it was just like strobing the dialog box again and again and again and again. I don't know what that was all about. Don't know if it's a glitch with mod or it's conflicting with another mod or whatever, but I was like, yeah, I can't use that. So I just thought, right, I just rent out the standard equipment and just be done with that. I rented out the Scorpion as well. I've rented out the header for the poplars. Something I never really did on this. I might have to go and grab it now just to. I can always do it on another map. It's a bit of a long, from what I've understand, it's a long-winded process. Oops. Park that under there. There we go. Tinkles out. Right. Where's my other tractor? Over here. Again, I know this is cheating. I was initially loading it up with that front loader, but it's just too time consuming. This is, you know, if you've got the mod, you might as well use it. Bring up the dark box, and it's B to start loading, I think. Yeah. Cool. I'll take this lot to the sales point. Oh, easy. Well, that's dangerous. Wonder if I can take that off without it going mad. Can I take that off without going mad? Oops. Jenga! one saw this right. Super strength Kev. It's like, my God, he's Superman. Whoa, Jenga. I think that's its full limit anyway, so I'm going to put straps on. And I'll take these to the sales point. Where is the sales point on here? I think there's up. Yeah, sawmill's the other side of the river, the pond, the lake. Again, just to pay for the rental costs and everything. But the reason I'm doing some more forestry, I know I've done a bit of it in the past, but again, it's a case of it's the last episode of this map. It's not the last episode of Farming Simulator. Like I say, don't worry, guys. But it's the last episode of this map, so I'm sort of like what you do once you sort of like get to a point where you've almost completed the game. Now, where are we meant to be going? I'm gonna go. It's the last road to the right, isn't it? And say, don't get me wrong, I do love this map. It's it's a good map. Nothing wrong with this map whatsoever. Spent more than enough hours playing on it. It's just a case of I wanted to sort of bring something a bit fresh to you guys. We've gone the wrong way. And again, like I say, I haven't been playing much Farming Simulator recently anyway, purely because I was thinking, it got a bit repetitive, and I sort of want to give it a little bit of a rest. And I wanted to try new things for the channel, here, there and everywhere. I haven't been really doing too much recording, just a lot going on. Sort of work, commitments, again, just being not in the mood to do recording, and I didn't want to sort of like do recording and sort of like for the sake of just doing a recording. That's the last thing I wanted to do, because otherwise it's just I'm gonna become Mr. Robot, and I'll be like, yeah, we're doing this again, yeah, whatever, I'd rather do the video and enjoy doing it. Now, is this the wood factory? Or is it that up there? I'm going to go back. I'm going to go in this next entrance here. I think it's here. Yeah, this looks like the Joker. That's the wood chip. So where's the logs? Over here, I guess. Let's have a quick look, scout around, see what I can see. Now that looks promising. Yeah, looks very promising. Now, take the straps off. Now, will this work? I've got plan A, which is drive over the sales point and see what happens. Oh, yeah, it worked. Nice. Cool. Made a fair amount of money from that. Not earth-shattering amounts, but a fair amount. Gives you guys a good look around the map for the last time. I'll go around. In fact, I'll probably do that in a minute. I'll jump in the pickup drop and then just do a last drive around of the farms, and so we can both say goodbye. I'm not doing like the grand selling everything off like I normally do, again because you guys have seen that more than enough times for me to do that, and you know I want to try and I haven't got much left in the silos here anyway because I sold a fair bit off at one point anyway, and I want to try and keep some of the stuff in here for the mods or future mods or whatever. You know, there's probably quite a lot of capital in this farm anyway, so in fact, I'll drive around in this as I'm not actually in it, so I might as well drive around in it. No, it's not got much fuel left in it, but we'll go and say goodbyes to the cows first of all. See, there's the headers. I've got another header for the crone, because small one just to help out doing chaff work, etc, 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 etc. It's almost like driving around it for the first time, but say goodbye to the cows. Bye bye cows. Don't worry, I won't abandon them. I'll keep an eye on them where I can. Mixed feeder does need topping up, but we'll leave that for now. You know, it's a case also, you know, other things I've got. Whoa, okay, picnic spot, never knew about, just found it today. Better back out of here. Back up, back up. Let's drive around. Sorry. Lucky there's no crop destruction on. You know, there's a couple of things I've got in the pipe work for the channel as well. I've, you know, requested this site that I use to request codes. I've done a request for some games on there, so hopefully if they get back to me, you should see them. I've done one of the games I've seen. I've done a request for two keys, one as so obviously I can look at the game and show you guys what it's all about. Two is so then I can do one as a giveaway, one to help promote the game, two to help promote the channel. I doubt I'm gonna get them, so don't hold your breaths. You know, as like again, that sort of thing, you don't get that sort of thing unless you're big in the YouTube world. You know, I just don't think they're just gonna laugh at, you know, the request note that I stuck on there. Just gonna go, yeah, right, mate, no chance. With the amount of views you're getting on per video, yeah, good luck on that, mate. Keep dreaming. That's what they're gonna probably think. I know I would. But you know, you don't know until you ask. So if you don't get if you don't ask either. So Anyway, back up here. Say goodbye to all the greenhouses, and we've got some work to do up here. A lot of work to do up here. Got to do is top these up again. They just constantly, I haven't updated. They constantly eat, so like resources they do. I haven't updated this at all. There's a newer version of this with a charcoal. I might get that. I'm not sure. Well, it's a smoked fish. Sorry, I said charcoal, smoked fish. Use charcoal or whatever, you put timber into it to make it work, and it's updated this to double this out, the size of it. So right, I haven't bothered updating it. Obviously, there's the wine. The construction company, if you guys haven't seen it, like I say, it does have something like this already implemented into it. So that's the difference. If my tadley handle boom up, which it shouldn't do, I know. The main processor. Here's the old eggs. Say goodbye to them. Got a lot of stacking to do, I know. I've done a fair bit, but still got some to do. She's jiggling around like nobody's business. Just so anyone that missed any of this, you can all see it. Now they updated that on the mod hub recently, so now the triggers are kind of weird now. You have to tip it manually into the trigger rather than auto tip it in. Which is good and bad. More realistic. Hate to use that phrase, as you guys know. Cool. Chanced it in front of him. You can see the fields are almost, well, they're at ready state, but they're only about 72%, so I'm going to wait until they're 100%. That's what I tend to do now with all crop types, just wait till it's 100% ready. Wrong, too early, next one. So I haven't given up on the channel. It's just, again, it's the case of the views started dropping, which had a knock-on effect on my confidence and everything else, believe it or not. It just has that, you know, I shouldn't worry about it too much, and I tend to, I've got to that point where I'm sort of like not worried about it as much as I used to be, but it kind of still, only because I've seen like the likes of Ian Robinson's views drops, and so Mr. Moose, his views ain't as big as they used to be. I think Dag's still got, or aka Mr. Robot, still gets a fair amount of views. That's the old farm here. I'm going to say bye to the sheep and the piggies. Sheepy first. Sheepy sheeps. I'm going to get some diesel for this thing. But that's the reason why I'm not overly worried. Well, I'm, you know, I was worried initially, and I was like, what am I doing wrong? But I can only do what I can do at the end of the day. You know, I can't force people to watch my content. You know, I can appreciate the people that do watch watch the content, and you know, support me by, you know, liking, by commenting, by, you know. And I know you guys have got a lot on, you know, you've got stuff to do in day-to-day lives. And like I've always said from day one, no guns to your head to watch every single video. But you know, the views just went down dramatically. I was only getting like 1 or 2 views per video, and I still am in most of them. Apart from like mod showcases and whatever. They're the only things that really sort of like pushing the channel really at the moment. But that was just that and a combination of other things, just, you know, going through my mind what to do next to the channel. I've got a few ideas, you know, I'm not giving up on it. I'm gonna plough on regardless. Bye bye sheepy sheeps. Oh, they're having a kiss now. Bye bye. Say bye bye to the YouTube world. Backing this up is going to be fun. I might just drive the long way round. Drive the long way round. Come on, Mr. Robot. Move. Cool. Oh, don't drive into the water. Leadfoot strikes again. I might as well go this way actually. No one saw this. It's like, oi, off my land! Rattle of a shotgun. I'll go the legit way, I won't take the shortcut. Across the tracks. Let's use this to cut through again. I don't know whether I'm gonna get what's it, the platinum version of this? I don't know if they allow you to upgrade your current version to that, or if they're just going to charge you out the full and out costs. You know, it all depends on how much it's going to cost, and whether it is going to be a DLC that you can update or upgrade your own existing game. If that is the case, great. If it's you just have to buy the game standalone as the Platinum Edition, I don't think I'm going to bother. It's like with the other DLCs, I just don't. I think they're overpriced for what they are. Anyway, it's the old cheap, piggy pigs. Oink oinks. Say goodbye to YouTube, girls and boys. Oink oink, oink oink, oink oink. I'll drive back to the main farm, I think. I'll leave it at that, guys. I'll drive us back to the forest area. Oops. Didn't think that was collidable, so I didn't really take too many evasive measures to get around it. No. The steering thing on this is ludicrously silly. That's the way I shouldn't do that really. I figured out that's the best way to sort of back up and not go over more Pete Tom than you already are. Now how are these doing? Are these full? No. No. We'll drive it back towards the forestry area that I'm working on. Anyway, almost went the wrong way. But I hope you guys all enjoyed the episode and the series. Again, like I said, it won't be the end of Farming Simulator. We'll still be continuing classic farming as well as whatever map we will be on next. And I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode as well. If you did, please feel free to like. If you didn't enjoy this episode for any reason, please feel free to dislike, but also let me know why you didn't like it, so then I can improve in the future. But if you know anyone else that may also enjoy watching this, again guys and girls, feel free to share. It helps me out a lot and I don't mind you sharing. And if you're new to my channel, you'll see future episodes of Farm Simulator, wherever map I'm going to end up on, and the classic Farming Simulator, or anything else that I'm working on. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. TTFN.